Hi everyone, welcome to this new chapter. So in this chapter we'll see how the control points and cropping images. So first thing, if you click on an image, you can see corner points. So that's called control points over an image with a blue line. So when you use that, you can see if you do that inappropriately, if you hold shift, it'll come with proportionate. You hold that, you are just cropping an image. You are not resizing it. So when you see you can do this, you are just cropping it, not resizing it. But don't worry, you are not going to lose the details. If you want to bring back the original image, just double click in this corner, that will bring back your original image. But what if you want to resize the original image? You have to double click it. Now you can see the control points are turned into brown color, whatever. So now if you use press and hold shift key to do it proportionately, so that way you can shrink the image. But the image is, this is the container size, but the image is somewhere smaller than the container. If you want to make the container exact size of the image, just double click it, it'll just go and adapt for it. And moreover, if you want to move the image somewhere between this container itself, you don't have to double click each time. Just hold this control point and move the image. You can do that easily. So first thing, if you want to scale an image, just resize the frame to whatever you want. Just double click the image, then the control points will turn into brown color, then hold shift and then resize. So that's the image. So if you go to this page, you can see if you want to move an image, you don't have to double click it each time. Just hold on the center point, just drag it so that you can see the image. So you can do the same for every image. Okay, and in this page there are three other things for rotation. So if you click on an image, you can rotate an image by hovering it. Now you can see the mouse turned into rotate option where you can rotate your image. If you want to rotate in like 45 or 90 degrees, just hold shift key and now you can rotate it in only 45 and 90 degree purposes. Okay. Another easy way to do is use this button here. So now you can rotate 90-degree counterclockwise or 90-degree clockwise, or else you can have a rotate option here. The shortcut is R, so you can use the rotate tool. You can click somewhere here to make it a reference point, then click and hold, so you can rotate your image with that reference point. That will be useful if you are rotating it with a particular thing. So even in this rotate option, so the reference point, if it's set to center, the image will rotate with the axis of center. If it's reference point to the extreme left, you can see this will be the reference point. If I rotate with this reference point, the image will rotate. So it's always best to keep it in the center. And you can also flip the image horizontally or flip the image vertically. And here is a useful sign that is called like P symbol, where you can see whatever changes happening to this image. If it's rotate, the P is also rotated. If it's flip, the P is also flip. So that when you click on an image, you can easily say whether some changes had been done to this image or not. Okay. And so considering how to scale an image effectively, that's the thing here. So if you want to scale an image, just click the image and hold Control plus Shift and any anchor point and then scale the image. Okay. So if you want to scale this image also proportionately, hold Control plus Shift and scale. If you are not holding shift, it will go unproportionately. It will be something like this. It is distorted. So how to tell an image whether it is distorted or not? For that, you need to click on this image, on the particular image, and go to links tab. Go to links tab where you'll find a text called effective PPI. If the effective PPI has two numbers, like say this for image, the effective PPI has just one number, then it means the image is not distorted at any point. It has the particular ratio with the original image. Clicking on this image, you can see the effective PPI has two numbers with a cross in between. Then it means the image has been distorted. So to how to fix an distorted image easily, just right click it and then go to fitting, fill frame proportionally. So now it's fitted. So now you can double click at any point to get your original image. So now if you go to links, you can see the effective PPI as single number. So that's how you should turn your distorted image into a clear original image. So in next tutorial, I'll tell you how to place an image in a document. Thank you.